Hi guys, welcome back. It is the new year. Woo, 2021. So what does that mean? Well, it's just a new year, or that can mean a perfect time to set an intention for yourself. That being like, yes, everyone every year does like a resolution, woo, but setting an intention, and it doesn't necessarily have to be for the entire year. It can be literally right now, presently setting an intention, or for a week, for a month. Maybe your intention is to set a new intention every week, striving for the better you. Personally, this year, I am going to set the intention to be my fullest potential, to step into that. What does that mean? Being your fullest potential. Do we even know what that is? Of course, it's in us. So with that being said, let's do a practice to embrace this intention we are going to set for ourselves today and lead us to the new year. All right, let's get started. We're gonna get started seated here on our mat, finding something comfortable, sitting up, allowing our hips to sit over our knees, so our knees are a little bit lower. Sitting back comfortably, let's bring our palms to our knees and bring our pointer finger and our thumb together. Opening up here, our fingers splaying out, closing our eyes, and let's start to bring ourselves present to the present moment. Allowing yourself to sit back into your sits bones and start to tune in with your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of our chest and our tummy, centering ourselves, letting go of whatever we have to do the rest of our day before we came to the mat, allowing that to leave our consciousness. It's still there, it's still present, but right now, this is the now. You here on your mat. Let's do a little breathing practice to really get us into the mood of ourselves. We're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. I'll lead us in the first round. First, let's take a deep breath all the way in and let it all the way out. Now inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Continuing this breath, slowing down or speeding up, listening to your own body. Let's let our breath return back to normal. Letting go of all of that. And let's bring ourselves to the attention of setting an intention. So again, that could be for practice today, for the next week, for the next month, or for the entire year. Let's inhale, bring our hands to our heart center, pressing our thumbs into our chest, and focusing in on our intention today. With each inhale, breathing that intention into our being. And with our exhale, letting it out into the world. Already knowing that this, whatever it is, already exists within us. Just stepping in to that intention, allowing it to be our reality. I'm going to start our practice today off with an Om. You can join me if you wish. We'll inhale and exhale with Om. On your next inhale, let's drop our hands to our knees and open our eyes and start the asana, the posture part of our practice today. Let's drop our chin to our chest and allow our head to roll to one side and the other. Tuning into those points of connection with our body and the ground. So our ankle bones, our calves, our gluteals. Allowing those points to sink a little deeper, really grounding ourselves today. When our ear reaches our right side, let's sit up, leave it there, and inhale the right arm to connect with the left ear. Sitting up in the spine, we can extend the left fingers out and just allow a little bit of pressure here to get a nice side stretch. Moving slowly today and just focusing on that intention we set. Starting off the new year with a little bit of movement, a little bit of self-awareness, mind-body connection. One more breath here. Let's drop our arm and roll our head to the left. Pausing with our left ear over the left shoulder and cupping our right ear now. Extending out through the fingers. Just a little bit of self-love movements here. Allow that breath to allow you to sink a little deeper here, allowing that stretch to happen. One more breath. Releasing that hand, rolling back through center and coming back up. Inhale those arms out in front of us. Let's cross the right wrist over the left, pressing the back of the hands together, and start to open up, pulling those hands in front of us, opening up into the shoulder blades. We've done these before. If you've done my videos before, these are just these little movements to unlock these points of tension, these points of stress that we don't need anymore, just to really be able to start this year out fresh in mind and body. So let's keep pressing the back of the wrists together, dropping that chin to chest, and hollowing out the front of the body. Inhale and exhale. Let's return back to center. Continue to cross the arms, bending at the elbows and interlacing our hands. So we can bring the back of the palms together, the thumbs, or we can just give ourselves a hug here. Wherever you are, breathing into these arms, into the shoulders. Inhale, let's bring the elbows up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring them down. This can be a very small movement. Finding as small or as big as you like. If you have the eagle arms, allowing those hands to pull away from the face. One more breath here. Let's return back to center and release the arms. Bringing our hands to the tops of our knees and rolling out any tension. Let it go. Reversing that rotation. And let's bring our arms in front of us now, bringing the left wrist over the right and pressing the back of the palms together. Pulling the wrist fingertips out in front, dropping our chin to chest, and allowing those shoulders to open. One more breath here. Bringing ourselves back up, continuing to cross the arms and finding our variation on this side. So again, keeping our hands walking back to the center of the spine, interlacing the hands together or the thumbs. Wherever you are, let's inhale, bring the elbows parallel with the ground. And pause here. If we have the eagle arms today, letting those hands pull away from the face. Let's inhale the elbows to the ceiling and exhale them towards the center. Again, moving as slow or as fast as you like, with as much intensity here as your body is calling for. Beautiful. One more breath. Coming back to center and releasing the arms, rolling the shoulders to the back and rolling them to the front. Let's inhale the hands up, rolling the shoulders away from the ears and twist to the right. Pressing against the right leg to find a deeper twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the left. Beautiful. Let's come back through center. Breathe here, and let's grab our right wrist with our left hand. Inhale, pull that right arm to the side. Still staying grounded in both hips here, but opening up into the right side body. Twisting the chest up towards the sky. Inhale, back through center, and let's catch the left wrist now. Pulling the left to the right. Really arching over the body and twisting up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's come back up. Pause here and reverse the feet. So whatever leg was in front, let's bring the other leg Switch those, sitting up into the spine and releasing the arms. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back, pulling the fingers down towards the mat, even if you can, resting on the knuckles, allowing the chest to open up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale, coming all the way back up, and let's fold forward, hinging at the hips, allowing the arms to fall over the head. One more breath here. Coming all the way back up, releasing the palms, and let's bring our legs out in front of us, removing anything we were sitting on, keeping it close by. Let's sit up tall in our spine, flex our feet, inhale, arms up, and exhale, let's hinge at the hips, folding over our legs. We can passively stretch here, just allowing the hands to fall by the legs or the feet, dropping the head. Beautiful. Let's inhale, walk ourselves back up, bending at the right knee and squeezing that leg in towards our body, sitting up tall, staying active in the left toes. Inhale, squeezing that leg towards the body with the left arm and bringing that right arm up and over, finding a twist. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Allow that right leg to fall out to the side. Bringing that heel super close to the pelvis. Let's sit up tall in ourselves here. And start to hinge forward at the hips. Bringing our nose to knee. Staying present with ourselves today. In these points of silence and stretching, coming back to that intention we set. Making this practice your own. We're moving slow today, but it's allowing ourselves to tune back in, getting a little bit of stretch, unlocking those points of tension, but also like tuning into our own brain, mind with the body. One more breath. Walking ourselves back up. And let's bring our right foot out to meet the left. Inhale, sitting up tall in our spine. Bring our hands up to the ceiling. And let's hinge at the hips. Actively stretching here. So bringing our hands to our ankles, our feet, our toes with our peace fingers. And sitting up and over the legs. Getting a little bit of a deeper stretch in our hamstrings. Looking over the toes. Release any tension in the shoulders or the forehead, the jaw. One more breath here, allowing your exhale to take you a little bit deeper. And release, walking ourselves back up. Let's bring our left knee into the chest, squeezing that leg into the body, sitting up tall, activating our right toes, and twist to the left. So bringing that right arm to the knee. Inhale, left arm up and over, pressing into the fingertips and finding a twist. Beautiful. Let's come back to center, releasing our twist and letting that left leg fall to the side, bringing the heel in towards the pelvis. Sit up tall over the right leg, and let's walk ourselves out and over, Bringing our nose to knee. And tuning in to anything that comes up during our asana, our postures here. We hold a lot of different emotion in different parts of our body, individually and as a collective. So tuning into what we're thinking and just letting it go. Good or bad. Perfect. Let's walk ourselves back up. Bring both heels together now, soles of the feet, and allow our heels to come a little bit away from our pelvis, coming to our Tadasana, our star pose, sitting up tall in our spine. And let's pull against the knees, open up in our chest, lifting our throat to the ceiling. And exhale, pulling against our spine, moving back, arching. Seated cat-cows, I love this pose. Using these points of connection, our hands to our knees, to allow ourselves to move through each one. Remembering our breath. Perfect. Let's find one more seated cat, arching into the spine. And coming back to neutral, hinging at the hips and walking over our legs. Inhale, let's come up onto the fingertips and slowly spider walk over to the right, bringing our nose over knee, keeping our fingers planted on the ground, or allowing our left hand to come to our left thigh to pull and push that thigh away from us to create a deeper stretch. Beautiful, let's release that. Coming back through center and over to the left. Again, keeping our fingers grounded or pushing the thigh away from us. Allow ourselves a little bit of a deeper stretch. Perfect. Let's release back through center. Walk out through the middle one more time, allowing the knees to fall towards the earth. And coming all the way back up. Grabbing behind our knees, and let's pull our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a hug. Dropping our head to our knees. And let's make sure nothing is behind us. And coming up onto our butt, slight balance here. Let's roll through our spine. Staying in a ball, coming back to a balance, and roll. Going at your own pace here. Just giving ourselves a little much needed massage after this year. Beautiful. Before we roll all the way back down onto our spine, let's pause, find our pillow or blanket that we were using. If it is a blanket, roll it up into a little tube. If it's a pillow, just put it behind you. Let's make sure our blanket or pillow is right at the base of our spine to allow ourselves to have a lifted chest here as we lay down. So finding that, allowing ourselves to fall over there, our chest should be lifted. If the neck is a little sensitive, Finding another pillow or blanket to put under our head, but our head should be off of this lower part of the blanket. And let's bring our feet to the side of the mat and let our knees fall in towards each other, really helping out our lower spine here. Again, these points of our body that end up finding a lot of tension throughout the day, throughout the year, and allowing that to release. So let's bring our hands, the back of our palms to the mat, to the ground, allowing that chest to open up. And let's tune in to ourselves here. Feeling the ability to bring more air into our body with our chest lifted. Enjoying that airflow. And let's tune back into those points of connection again. The base of the feet, the back of the hands, the elbows, the back of the head. Again, feeling the pressure of the floor pushing into these spots and those spots pushing into the floor. Sinking, becoming one, grounded. Let's take one more breath here with our chest lifted. And roll onto one side, removing this block or blanket or pillow. And come completely flat on the mat. Let's inhale the knees into the chest and find a rock. Now feeling the difference of this stretch, having our upper back completely flush with the mat and using this rock of the body to work out any tension into the upper or lower parts of the back. Continuing this rock until we can let the knees fall all the way over to the left, bringing our hands out to a T, finding another twist, supine. Breathing here. Enjoying these little movements that help release unnecessary tension. Let's inhale the knees back up to the chest. Give ourselves a little hug here, nose to knees, knees to nose. And exhale, allowing the knees to fall to the right. Beautiful. Let's come all the way back up to center. Give ourselves another hug here, nose to knees, knees to nose. Spread the toes wide and release, walking our feet all the way out and coming to our last pose of the day, Shavasana. We're going to be here for a minute, so if you need socks or your blanket to cover you up, doing that. And let's close our eyes. And let's tune back in with our body, allowing those points of connection to sink into the ground. Coming back to that intention we set at the beginning of class. And with each inhale, breathing that into our existence. And with each exhale, breathing it out into the world. Using our breath to guide ourselves deeper into relaxation, into this new set for ourselves, coming into our own. And even if it was just for this practice, that's beautiful. Just giving yourself the time to really relax and just breathe. Sometimes that's all we need. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. Feel free to stay here as long as you like, giving yourself that moment. I am Yoga Birch. Happy New Year. Namaste.